What the finish! Oh my God!
Do you believe is going to happen?
I believe I finish it. You know what I mean? Again, I think this is, you're going to see a real, probably one of the most dangerous Volkanovskis you've ever seen. Just purely because I can't afford to do anything else. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. And I want to look at it that way. So it's like I'm looking at it like, all right, let's do this. You know, we're going in for the kill. You know what I mean? Stuff leaving it to the judges. You know, stuff any of that. Let's just go out there and really set a statement. You know, got 11 days notice in his hometown, all, you know, it's all. And then I go out there and take him right out. Mate, that's legacy stuff we're talking about. You know what I mean? This fight itself is just legacy. Go out and knock him out. That's going to be absolutely mind-blowing for the world to see. And again, I can't wait. I'm nothing but excited for this opportunity. Cannot wait for this weekend, I'm telling you.
Is it true that you were supposed to fight in January against Ilia Topuria, or at least that was in the works? And is it also true that you are still planning on doing that?
Yeah, yep, 100%. Like, that's what I mean. Obviously, the negotiations were doing, but like, you know, what about January? You know, we're worried about January. I'm not worried about that. Like, I've showed that I'll back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to explain myself. You know, I'm telling you, I'll do it. But yeah, like, you know, I mean, I guess, you know, they're obviously, I think they're talking to people to make sure. Obviously, if, you know, I go out there and I take that I'm double champ, I want to defend both belts. I know they're like, you know, can it be done? You know, they think it can't be done. So that's going to have to be a talk in itself. Like really let them know that, hey, I can do this double champ. I can keep both divisions busy. So we'll see what happens after that. But I definitely plan on fighting January. But yeah, that was the plan.
I feel like I've done it the right way for 8 months now. I've just been in the boxing gym every single day. And yeah, so that's it.
Why turn them down?
Words, Ariel.
Why turn down the MMA deals if they're good?
As I would say, what's the point in saying to Hunter, I need some time off, relieve the pressure, and I go sign with the PFL or Bellator or some big one or something like that. So it just makes no sense to say that shit.
Are you not interested in fighting in MMA outside of the UFC, in other words?
I could say whatever to you, Ariel, but imagine someone said, now there's $2 million to fight. You're going to take it, aren't you?
Are you allowed to take that deal if presented to you?
I would, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know whether Taylor and Hunter might come along and say, there's a stipulation here. I don't think they would, but as I say, yeah, I'm sure I am. But I haven't accepted nothing up until now. I will be accepting, most probably, the offer that the Misfits are going to give me to punch Mike Perry all over the ring.
Okay. So...
Okay. Come on, Ariel.
Okay, so you are now focused on boxing, right? That's what you want. The next time we see you compete will be in a boxing match.
I mean, 99% unless I get the craziest offer ever from something else. But yeah, most likely, yeah. Okay,
and is it most likely that you would sign with Misfits? I mean, you said you were sitting next to Eddie Hearn. Like, are you looking to go down this sort of crossover boxing route, or are you looking to go down the traditional route?
Well, both, Ariel, because I know I can go down the traditional route. My coaches have told me that, and I've sparred with all these good professionals. And I mean, listen, yeah, but would I be a fool to turn down some of the offers coming my way, like Perry coming from bare knuckle and me coming in to fight him? Some of the YouTuber influencers, your Jake Pauls, your KSIs, you know, stuff like that. So even Tommy, okay, Tommy's a crossover from boxing to I'm crossover from MMA. Me and Tommy make a lot of sense as well. And, you know, Tommy would take that fight, you know. So, yeah, Ariel.
Okay.
That's it, in short words.
Mike Perry told me that there was some talk of you guys in BKFC, but you didn't want to do BKFC. Is that accurate?
Oh, he's completely right.
Okay.
Let's just Till tells no lies, Ariel, you know that.
Yeah.
But there's a reason behind it.
Okay.
Because I feel like if I was to go in the BKFC now, it is brutal and it's a phenomenal sport, but that's sort of when you're calling it the end. Because you get fucked up, you're fucking your hands up, taking them big shots with no gloves. That's when you're sort of saying, this is the end. Now, I'm not saying that directly about Perry, but yeah, I would fight in the BKFC, but I would probably fight in it when I believe there's nothing left and I'm just in it for wars and money and shit like that. So, he's fucking damn right, Perry. But that doesn't mean I'm fucking scared of you. Come on, son.
Dillon Danis, in my opinion, his game plan, based on what I saw and what I learned afterwards, was tire him out first 2 rounds, which I said, I think on the broadcast, I agreed with that game plan. It made sense. Tire him out. You know, you want to protect yourself for 2 rounds and hope that he unloads everything so that he's tired. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Great. But then come the 3rd, you have to start pouring it on. The problem was he never started pouring it on. He never started pouring anything on. And there's an issue. Look, we have to give him credit. He showed up. He made the walk. Most people said he wouldn't. Not us here. I said he would for this one, not the KSI one. So he showed up. One thing that I think we overlooked was he had never fought in a venue like that before. He never fought in front of a group of people like that before. You know, he's fighting on MSG. That wasn't that big. Logan has done this now in front of 80,000 people. He has battled the nerves. And so that's one thing that I think we may have overlooked. But then come the 3rd round and come the end of the 2nd where Logan unloaded on him, I think Dillon's approach was, I don't want to get knocked out, because you see that now, he's mentioning how he wasn't knocked down, this and that. I don't want to be a meme. I don't want to embarrass myself. Let me just create a moment for myself, a la Nate Diaz. So you saw him trying to create moments with the guillotine, with the going down on his back, with the takedown, all that stuff. And it just became hard to watch, because if you're going to talk all that shit and really not engage, and then do that, and then afterwards claim, hey, I'm just a jiu-jitsu guy, I don't have a coach, you know, I don't have any formal boxing training, and I beat you in a real fight. It's like, man, you knew this fight was coming. I had heard about this fight since May. Why don't you have a coach? That's on you. That's not on Logan or Misfits or anyone else. Why don't you have you could have been training the last few months. You were supposed to be training for KSI. Why didn't you throw a punch? Why didn't you take a chance? Why didn't you go to the body? Why didn't you do something? Why didn't you throw a jab? He was throwing half spinning back fists. And so it's hard for me to feel bad. I don't think that Dillon embarrassed himself to the point where he won't find any, if I'm Misfits, I bring him back. I try to book him again. I think he's found a lane for himself, but it was a little bit disappointing that it didn't, from the first minute of the fight, you could tell how this fight was going to go. And even if he never would have engaged throughout the entire fight, that would have been one thing, but to try to make the moment, to try to make the meme moment, that was the part where it was like, this is a little bit silly. This is silly and hard to watch. Now, I will say this. He does have a point. I don't know why Logan's security guard stepped in twice. He stepped in once in the 5th and once in the 6th. That's absurd to me. You cannot do that, even though it was getting a little bit crazy. What were we doing? Security guards are jumping into the ring. It wasn't even to the point where it was getting that bad. Now, I understand he's going to try to appeal. I would just say move on with your life. The fight was over, and don't even waste your time or your manager's time or whatever.